All right, here to explain how this actually works is FDA Commissioner Dr. Marty Makary. Dr. Makary, great to see you.
Great to see you.
Explain how this, how did we get in this position first?
You know, no one's called them out. So these companies have done what they can do because it's slowly crept up over time to the point where we're paying 10 or 12 or 15 times more than what it costs in England or in Germany or in France. So this is the first day where you've seen a major world leader call them out because President Trump does not like seeing Americans getting ripped off. And that's exactly what's happening. 1 in 5 seniors now cannot afford their medication. They delay getting it filled or they don't fill their prescription. And 70% of the profits of Big Pharma come from the United States, even though we only have 5% of the world's population. So President Trump is calling them out, and he's commandeering all of the resources of the executive branch to get this done.
How hard did he work you over the last, 6 weeks to get this done by this deadline? Because he wanted this done like ASAP.
He's a results guy, and he wants to see real world benefits for everyday Americans. A lot of politicians have talked about this, and they get to D.C. and they realize it's a decision between doing what's right for
big
Americans.
Money from pharma. They drop a lot of money.
Or,
right?
the lobbyists, exactly. There's almost 3 pharma lobbyists for every single member of Congress.
The order, the executive order gives drug companies, I think, a 30-day deadline, as I said, to lower the costs significantly. Tell us what happens if they do not.
So we're hoping that they come to the table and partner with us to lower the drug prices because the disparity is out of control, and we're just asking for a level playing field.
What if they don't? I get that. I know you want them to, but what if they don't?
If they don't, the president has said he's going to use every regulatory and policy authority that we have through rulemaking. You know, the largest payer of drugs in the world is the United States government through Medicare. The FDA can do actions. We can allow people to import medications. And the Federal Trade Commission has a trade representative that can threaten countries with sanctions or other things if they don't play ball. The DOJ can look into unfair collusion and monopoly pricing, as well as the FTC. And he wants the entire executive branch to do everything possible if the companies don't cooperate.
Is that what we call a whole of government approach? Don't you love hearing that? It's a whole of government approach. Is that what this will be?
It is. He's not interested in small tweaks or things around the edges.
Well, I poked around a little bit today. This is not my favorite area of subject area, but I poked around a little. And all the pharma stocks went up today by significant amounts. Other industry rags were saying this was one said a lot of bark but very little bite in this executive order. So stock prices going up, Merck, Gilead, all these, and the industry, they don't seem to be worried about this at all. Why?
Well, every stock went up today. It's been a blockbuster day for stocks, and the last week has. So the pharma stocks did not go up as much as other stocks. But look, we want pharma companies in America to thrive. We want pharma companies doing business in America to thrive.
But they're not worried their profits are going to go down. That's my point. If the stock's going up 5.2%, one of the biggest drug manufacturers, are they worried they're going to make less profit?
I think they know what's going on. They see the writing on the wall. They know this is the great American ripoff, and I think they're going to come to the table in good desire.
Trade groups are saying it'll mean fewer treatments and cures. That's another attack your guys are getting. I didn't follow that particular logic.
People can't afford their meds right now, so they're getting no treatments or cures because these drugs are unaffordable because of this giant ripoff. 1 in 5 cannot get their medicines on time. So I think we want R&D costs. We want to see pharma do their R&D, but we don't want to pay for all of it. And the president has a knack for seeing when be it NATO or the World Health Organization membership dues or tariffs, he does not want to see the America taken advantage of, and that's exactly what's been going on with drug prices.
And carrying the load. Again, the free rider syndrome. You know, others are free riding on what we pay for these drugs.
We're the biggest buyer of drugs. We want the best price for wealthy countries.
Yeah. Well, again, some of these industry analysts seem like they're going to skate right through this. So it depends on the teeth. If they don't follow through, the teeth and the real action on the part of the administration. We really appreciate you coming on. We're going to have a little quick Instagram live after. I'm not letting you off the set yet, so log on to my Instagram and a few other questions for Dr. Makary.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.